Morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. My name is Ludy Saintil. For those of you that do not know me, in case this video also hits Africa and all these other places, because I know how Facebook tends to go, things get viral and then people start doing this and that. But today I just kind of want to start off by saying push and be grateful for the small things. PUSH is an acronym that stands for pray until you see something happens. As you guys know, towards the ending of the year, usually everyone have their paper and pen handy, and people usually have their vision boards and their magazines ready because they are waiting and they're ready to see a manifestation of the things that they are believing God for. And of course, when the things that you're believing God for doesn't tend to manifest throughout the year, you kind of get depressed, you get anxious, and just all this anxiety issue tends to happen. But I want to encourage you guys to push, pray until you see something happens. And I'm going to share a little testimony with you. Just like you guys, I have a huge vision board in my room, and I'm a visual learner, so I have my vision board. I got my stuff ready because I'm ready to tackle this year. And let me just say, a lot of things that I was believing God for didn't quite happen, but I'm still believing God for them, and I still continue to pray. A few weeks ago, I stepped out on faith. I went to this place. I did my thing. Can't go into details with it yet, but I did my thing, and I didn't feel like I didn't feel like I did really well. And so the enemy, when I said the enemy beat me up, he really, really beat me up in my mind. He just kind of made me feel like a failure. He made me feel like, what I did wasn't good. Such and such was there. You didn't do well. And like for a whole week, I was just kind of like on my little depressed mode, you can say. And something rose up on the inside of me and said, Ludy, it was best that, it was better to try not to, than to just stay home and not do it at all. And I left that, I cast that care on God. I gave it to God, and I didn't think about it anymore. And let me just say, I got an email, and the people invited me back again. And yesterday was my first day. Let me just say this, your mind is the devil's playground. And it's so important that you guys don't allow him to get in there. Because once you do, let me tell you, he's going to whisper all these things to you and just make you feel some type of way. And that the way he makes you feel is not good. So, but I just want to encourage you guys to push, continue praying, continue seeking God regarding that thing that you're believing him to do. Don't look to your left, don't look to your right, don't compare yourself to other people. Even though things may not be working out in your favor, you continue to, you look at him, you continue to pray, pray until you see that thing happen, and be grateful for the small things. Now, I'm not quite where I want to be yet in life, as you guys know, because I have a lot of things that I see myself doing, and I don't quite know how these things are going to happen. I really don't know, but I am believing God for them, despite, how far I've gone in school, despite my background, I am believing God for them. And I kept on praying, you guys, and that thing that I was believing God for, it happened yesterday for me. So I can't get into details with everything. I'm just letting things unfold by itself. But understand that you can't orchestrate things on your own timetables. You have to let God be. Just because the creator of life seems quiet, he is working. Even though he's quiet, God is working on our behalf. So I pray that you continue to pray and you be grateful for the small things that God do in your life. Don't get discouraged. Again, keep your eyes on God. Don't look to your left. Don't look to your right. Because when you do that, when you do that, it brings you off course. It really does bring you off course, because you're so focused on what that person is doing and you're not focused on what God is doing in your behalf. So again, continue to push until you see something happens, and be grateful for the small things that happen. Don't get sidetracked by other people's lives. You stay focused and allow God to, work his will and his way in your life. So I love y'all, and I pray that this video help somebody. I didn't prepare it. It wasn't no written out speech. I kind of was like, all right, God, thank you so much for doing this for me. So I'm going to encourage somebody else. So have a wonderful Wednesday, y'all. Be blessed.